remember a time where I despised the K-pop community. For years after discovering the genre, I would never skip a beat to announce my distaste for the genre that people would label as K-pop, like these singing, dancing Korean individuals that are somehow a music genre. And I wasn't the first nor the last to express these kinds of opinions. I feel like ever since like 2014, I just realized how loud I was speaking. Ever since 2014, I feel like pretty much any social media app you would open would guarantee to have some bozo set up in front of like a beige wall recording on a Chromebook expressing like how K-pop is like such a mistake, and it's like just expressing his just general dislike for it and how it's like the worst genre ever. And the hate hadn't started nor ended there either. Like I feel like K-pop has always been kind of a controversial genre altogether, with lots of people writing it off as like cutesy-go-lucky type jingles, which fair to an extent. Obviously K-pop grew tremendously out of that regular stereotype, skyrocketing higher than I think anybody thought it would, honestly. Even when I wasn't like religiously like following the community, I would still get like just flashbangs weekly with like just pumps of K-pop. I feel like the internet went from seemingly just despising the genre to like welcoming it with open arms all of a sudden on a random day. Like a switch just flipped. I think a big part of that was driven to the fact that K-pop went from like regularly pumping out stuff like this
smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover, don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that,
to, while maintaining that mold, kind of went on a more modern tilt to something like this. And although this has a lot to do with the fact that like times change and even outside of music, like things face this sort of thing, but we also have to take into account that the deemed old K-pop at its core mainly focused on like vocals and like cool like steady group concepts. Although new K-pop focuses on those things, the priorities lie more in like diverse musical experiments and like high quality production and English incorporations. And we see this in like multiple groups nowadays, like to list a few, like ENHYPEN, GOT7, ATEEZ, P1 Harmony, like yeah. But amidst all of these groups, one really comes into the spotlight, and that is none other than Stray Kids.
like sugar on my tongue.
Now, before you guys come attacking me, I'd like to mention that I don't have like anything against any other groups, so like don't come for me. Stray Kids is a group known for their upbeat, loud bass-laced songs, as well as their outstanding talent in exaggerating, like outgoing personalities. They aired in a survival show prior to their debut in 2017. 2018. Their album I Am Not, as District 9 as the title track. The group consists of 8 members, though formally 9. It's a touchy subject. As of October 2025, they've released 6 studio albums, as well as like multiple singles and compilations. But to really get like a firm grasp on Stray Kids and how they got to where they are now, I feel like we have to take a few steps back to where they first really exploded over social media charts with their song Chick Chick Boom. To put it into perspective, typically a trending song or like a hot song will reach over like 10,000 streams over any period of time. Stray Kids Chick Chick Boom earned over 329.9 million streams within the first month, and 15.58 million streams on their music video for the song within the first 24 hours of release. And to really explain why this happened, there's really only one glaring answer, and that's diversity. Chick Chick Boom, kind of like Cat's Eyes Gnarly, for example, took on a theme that you don't hear in everyday songs. There was a fast-changing tempo, a catchy chorus, and like playful experience with the soundboard and the vocals. The song found itself in many categories, such as hip-hop, pop, like a small tone of like reggaeton, Latin, like, and obviously K-pop. This allowed the song to reach like larger audiences, not just because of the diverse incorporations, but also because it wasn't necessarily one specific genre. It's the type of song you can play at like a reception or something, like, you know, like when someone turns on like 24 Karat by like Bruno Mars and everyone just like collectively agrees that they like the song. Which those types of songs usually hit a home run because they are like feel good songs. Well, like obviously not everyone is gonna like these like fast-paced songs that Stray Kids tend to pump out. There is a bigger chance that a percentage of people will, purely because we love songs that give us like shots of dopamine, pretty much. That gets like your mood up, your heart racing, your feet kicking. Like in general, that's what pop music is for. And Stray Kids explores the pop / hip-hop genre like nothing I've personally ever seen before, as well as lots of other types of music. Something that might have a lot to do with their surprising capabilities is the fact that Stray Kids is a self-produced group. What this means is that they write, make, and sing their own songs and pretty much have every drop of creativity or creative liberty to their songs, sorry. And although that made it sound normal in K-pop, it's like definitely not. K-pop groups' songs tend to be heavily processed through their company and the managers before being put out. Like usually the company will like write the songs, tell them how to sing it, tell them how to do all this stuff, and then it'll be put out. And basically take like any creative process to it, like just and completely exclude it. And although that's not the case for all groups, obviously there's not many groups, I'm saying, where there's like it's just solely relies on them to make their own music and produce it. Because of like the restraints on those types of groups, it's hard for them to put their own like little personal twist to the songs, I feel like, into anything they sing, really. And since Stray Kids produces their own songs, like they don't need to bend to those specifications. And because of all this, their music sticks out, not just because of the different sound or the productions either. They also have like a glimmering key that gives them an insane leverage in the community. And his name is Felix. Although this segment may lean to sound particularly fangirl-esque, I swear I'm so serious about this. I can't stress this enough. Felix is literally a 1 in a million here. I could list like a lot of reasons why, but I'll just cover like the main couple. Specifically, he stands out due to his unique, deep voice. Although you may not expect it, due to his like cute anime girl type appearance, this man has the most like deep, gravelly, corpse sounding voice you will ever hear, and it shook the K-pop community to its knees. Cooking like a chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin. Notably, the songs God Menu and Maniac are the main songs that blew up due to Felix's role in the song. And although you probably know lots of people with deep voices, you don't find voices like these in K-pop like next to ever. That and paired with Stray Kids. Anyway, that paired with their insane skill for producing, it's a stroke of genius. Like Felix, as well as the other members, like carries like a powerful, like charismatic stage presence with expressive dancing, and his distinct Australian accent also makes him stand out even more, which is also seen with the leader of the group, Chan, as well. And apart from Felix, the other members display unique talent that's hard to get, like, all in one group. I feel like they all have their own little things and it's all in one group. Like, I feel like you never see something like that. I'm into a lot of K-pop groups, and Stray Kids is like the first group that's really had something like that. That like makes them more of a defiantly proclaimed by the fan base. If you didn't know, in Stray Kids there is 3 Rachas, which essentially is like a specific like subunit of members with a particular role, consisting of 3 Racha, which is Chan, Han, and Changbin. They're the lead like producing line. Then there's Dance Racha, which consists of Hyunjin, Lino, and Felix. And then lastly there's Vocal Racha, which consists of IN and Seungwon. Even outside of the designated Rachas, each member has such a huge palette of different talents, For instance, like Han and Changbin usually take most of like the lead, like rapping in the songs, for instance. Each of the members are extremely talented and have a certain presence that's hard to replicate, especially in modern K-pop, where, like addressed earlier, is heavily processed. Maybe another day I can go over over a tangent about like each of the members and their profiles and whatnot, but right now we're gonna turn the corner to the near end of the episode and cover where they are now and where they're going. Throughout Stray Kids' career, they've only progressed like higher and higher at this point. To their insane songs, to their slower songs addressing sensitive topics like mental health and anxiety, every single release played a role in getting them to where they are now. Because of their drastic reach globally, they frequently top dozens of billboards and charts internationally. Their success has driven them to be partnered with various companies and brands. The members earning their faces on the campaigns for designer companies such as Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton. And although their success stretches miles, at their core, their group of 8 lovable and relatable members, also giving them a huge leverage with fans. So what's next for the group? And have they already passed their peak? No! No, at the time of recording this, they have announced their coming of the new album, Do It, that is scheduled to release for November 21st, 2025. This is directly after wrapping up their highly successful tour and release of their album, Karma. By the looks of it, this is only the beginning for Stray Kids' hungry rise to the top. Rumors from Felix have people speculating that at the start of 2026 there's a new album coming, as well as potential for another tour. And the thing is that like everything they're doing is not a coincidence. Everything coming is timed perfectly. Like, to put it in perspective, their Do It album is coming out almost exactly a week before the 2025 Mama Awards. And their potential tour next year has a strong likelihood of going over BTS's comeback tour. It's low-key giving like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC for those who know. So this is not the start nor the end of their extraordinary impact. And I barely even covered the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Stray Kids in this short video. If this video ends up going well, I might continue to make more, just longer. But until then, that's all for today.